From darkness to light with Discover Islam.
My name is Gigi, and I was raised to be a practicing Christian in the Philippines. I got a chance to work outside for the first time, and soon, I was on a flight to Kuwait. I love my work, but this was the first time I had lived in a Muslim majority. Everything was so strange to me. Within a short period, I suddenly fell ill, and the treatment was very intensive. I wasn't sure I would make it out alive. I needed several transfusions at the hospital. Just before dawn one morning, lying in the hospital bed during one such transfusion, I heard a beautiful melody coming from a mosque nearby. I asked the nurse what this beautiful song that man was singing was. She smiled and told me it was the Adhan, and Muslims use this to call the faithful to prayer. I couldn't understand the word, but it felt like I had known the words all my life, and it touched my heart. I had never been outside the Philippines, but it brought memories of a beautiful place to my mind, a place I'm sure I have never been before. I made up my mind to study about Islam if I live. Then the miracle happened. I recovered fully, but I got back to my life of parties and fun. I had forgotten the promise I made to myself about studying Islam. A few years later, while on vacation, the pandemic struck, and I could not return to Kuwait. I was penniless and had financial responsibilities that I couldn't fulfill. I was so depressed and tired of my meaningless life. I was standing on the pavement one day. I decided to jump in front of an oncoming truck, but I heard a voice asking me to stop, and I stopped. Within a day or so, I got a call for a job in Bahrain, and I took it immediately. There was something guiding me and protecting me, as I was no longer in control of my own life. I arrived in Bahrain and started work, and I had the habit of scrolling through Facebook before bed in order to see the updates from family and friends. I saw a post of an Islamic lecture that was live-streamed, and that lecture was so mind-blowing, it reminded me of the promise I made to myself in Kuwait. I put a message in the comments section, and a Dari got in touch with me. After a brief discussion, I knew Islam was the truth, and I immediately took my Shahada. I've just finished my basic Islamic education studies, and I am ready for graduation. Look at my life. I was lost and going to commit suicide. And here I'm, blessed every day with full of hope for my life ahead, and paradise.
From darkness to light with Discover Islam.